Hi everyone, I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
We're here today to share the tools and storage we had over 2019. Many of you know that we ventured into tools and storage this year, and the first biggest product we have is the water media mat. The shiny backside is what provides the suction so your mat can stay put. It will not rock, move, or slide around during the creative process. When you're done, you can easily grab a corner and peel it off your table.
As a video blogger, I love how easy it makes it to film my videos.
Many of you like to use it for ink blending and mirror image stamping. I just like it because it's a white surface. Ever since we have our mat, I've been having a concern is I want to keep my surface white. I don't like the pigment staining my mat. And finally, we have the solution for that. And that is the premium palette paper.
This is not like your regular palette paper. There's no wax, there's no beading, and there's no buckling.
Let's see how that works. The penny paper is sized perfectly for our water media mat. It has a little notch in one end that helps you lift it off after use. There are 30 sheets in each tear of pad, and each page measures approximately 9 inches by 12 and 1/8 inch. These are great for liquid watercolors. When used as a palette for water media, there's absolutely no beading nor buckling. Everything blends smoothly. This kind of reminds me of paint pouring. As long as the colors are still wet, you can lift up the paper and let the ink flow. I'm not the best at this, but I look forward to play with it more. A bonus point is that they can be used for die cutting. Nothing goes to waste. The texture of this paper reminded me of origami paper, so I tried a simple origami bow on this and loved the results. First, crumble up your paper to give it some texture. Then, going directly to paper, I'm just using a dye ink pen here. Isn't the texture wonderful? Almost like leather. You can leave it to dry like this, but to speed up the drying on mine, I blended out the ink with a sponge dauber. I then added another layer of ink and blended it out. I just love how no ink penetrates the paper. Once the ink is dry, it took me about a minute or so, trim the piece into a square and a rectangle about half the size of the square. Fold two ends of the square to the middle. You can fold in half first to get the center line. Turn 90 degrees and fold the other two ends to meet in the middle. All we're doing here is to hide the edges of the paper, giving it a fabric look. Pinch in the middle to form the bow. Fold the rectangle piece the same way and finish your bow. I stapled the ends together and trim off the excess. As easy as 1, 2, 3, right? My original idea for the tools and storage release is that we'll have one new product every quarter, but it just didn't happen the way I wanted it to be. So we release them over time as soon as they come in. So first one of them is the TLC Tender Loving Cleaner. It's a stamp cleaner that I love the solution, but there is a problem with the bottle cap that during shipping, the solution will leak a little in the bottom. So
we didn't notice this problem until we started shipping them out.
But yeah, we're going to shipping them back to the manufacturer and see what they can help us with the packaging. But I love the solution in this bottle. So Tender Loving Cleaner. Hopefully you'll be back in stock soon. As for storage items, we released the cloud storage pockets last year. There are two sizes. The XL pockets for 4x6 and 5x7 stamp sets with matching dies, and the M pockets for 3x4 sets. We have one more storage product for this year. We hear a lot of positive comments about our new die packaging this year, and we received many requests about us selling the magnetic sheets, and we finally decided we're gonna make it happen. Let's see how they are.
We call them the cloud storage boards.
There are 5 sturdy magnetic boards in each packaging. The boards are approximately 1/8 inch thick, and each of them came with a clear back.
Transfer your dies to the new panel. And then put your stamp on top. Put it back into the bag that the storage board comes in, so you don't have to worry about cutting them, the right backing. You have it all in this one packaging. This is also great for nesting dies. Use an erasable pen to write down the size of each of the dies in a set. This will come in handy for all your future projects. If you make a mistake, like what I did here, you can easily wipe it off with a baby wipe. Love it! We recommend using the black Expo pen like what I did here because the colorful ones will stain the surface for some reason.
That's it for our cloud storage boards. They're packaged 5 in a pack and they retail for $16.
Then it's the only thing that stayed on schedule for this year is the color combos release. So every August we'll have something that is organization related. Last year we have the color swatches and color wheels, and this year we have the color combos.
I love how versatile this collection is. We saw people swatching their cardstock, their inks. We even saw someone swatching twine. There's just so much you can do with it to organize your supplies.
Well, part of the fun for me is to organize my supplies, and I really discovered new color combos and just find out so many new uses for the supplies I already have. So I really enjoy these products.
And this month we have 3 new dies to help you organize your supplies.
First one up is a Color Combos A2 panel die. So this is the A2 panel. You cut out a whole panel with a disc bound edge with lightly embossed grids, so to help you guide where you want your swatches to be.
Kiwi uses it with her ink swatches. Shannon uses it with her Copic combos. They both use the bullet point stamp set for the labels. In between the score lines, we have the label tabs. There are 3 basic tabs.
And then we have 3 specialty tabs with circles, stars, or hearts that cut out.
So here's how they cut out. See the dashed line there? You just fold it down right there. Put it on your side to make your little tab so you can flip through your book to it. Most tape runner will do. Then I'll bring my book in and tuck the page in.
I love how Shannon used rainbow tabs for her rainbow book.
And in this release, we have 2 brand new disc-bound products.
First we have the A2 disc-bound die
and the A7 disc-bound die.
There are 5 dies in the A2 set, with the biggest panel sized than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2.
Here's another trick. If you want to change the color of your mat, just add cardstock. Use a piece of tape to hold it down, and then you'll peel off easily because the silicone surface.
The largest die in the A2 disc-bound die cuts an A2 book.
This is the same panel size as our Color Combos A2 panel die.
The difference is that the Color Combo one has embossed guidelines.
Here's the next size in the A2 disc-bound die, and I love how you can use the holes at the top or the side horizontally.
I like to use the next size horizontally. Of course, you can use it as a vertical book.
And this cute one cuts 2 holes for 2 discs.
This is great for having a little swatch right in there to take it with you. And we have a tiny little die just because we have the room for it.
There are 7 dies in the A7 set, with the biggest panel sized than 5 by 7. Let's see a quick comparison.
The A2 has 4 different sizes, and the A7 has 6 different sizes.
You can mix and match the layers for more fun looks.
Here's a guide on how the panels from each set can be mixed and matched. Let's see them in action.
The largest size in the A7 disc bound die cuts out a 5x7 panel.
Here's how big it is compared to our A2 panel. You can totally nest this in there.
That'd be so cute. The second biggest would be perfect for a little mini album. The next biggest punches 3 holes. Again, you could use it horizontally or vertically.
And this is the A7 size. We have one in the A2 that's similar shape, but a little bit smaller.
These would be perfect for making your own notepads too.
Yes, or you can die cut this as your content and cut this out as your cover, so your content can be protected.
Here's the next size in the A7 disc bound die. Again, could be used horizontally or vertically.
This is the 3-ring panel from A2 disc bound die, and this is the smaller 3-ring from A7. And this is designed so that you can cut your content layers with this die and use this for your cover to protect your content.
The next size cuts 2 holes. Again, would be super cute either horizontally or vertically bound.
And they're great for your color swatches too.
Fit perfect. This little cute one has 2 holes punched for 2 discs.
And this is a perfect size for the color combo squares.
We included a little square so you can die cut it and then color blend and include it in your books. Again, on the screen here we have the comparison between the A2 and the A7.
You can find these guides on the product pages.
And we have customized binding discs for you.
And this time we have 6 colors. This is the warm set. This is the cool set. We have a little W in the center of the disc, stands for Waffle Flower. The only thing I need to complain to the manufacturer is this is the first time they packaged the discs this way, and they covered my logo. But they promised me in the next batch they're gonna fix that problem. So let's hope this batch sells out and we can have some newer, better packaged products come in. But this is so nice that when you move out the backer card, it will now fall down. Fall down. Oops. You can take out each of the discs that you need and save the rest of them back in your storage. And they're so skinny, they're easy to store. The backer card is the same size as our enamel dots, so you can just put them together.
I just love how cute they are. I love all the different colors and I want to use them all in one book.
The discs work the same on all of them.
Latch the discs into the hole. It will now fall out, okay? They're supposed to hang like that. So this way you can stamp, color, blend, do whatever you want with your paper, and then you can add it to a little disc bind book. I find it the easiest to kind of lay down and have all my paper down. Yeah. You do need a few more pieces to make the book steady. We're using 80-pound cardstock, and we usually keep from 10 to 15 to start. You can add more, but having a few to start with will keep your book steady. The binding discs are a little loose right now because it is made to have about ½ an inch thick of paper stack. When we're getting ready to color it or do whatever we want with the pieces, we can easily peel it off to do whatever we need and then adding it back in. This is one of the advantages of disc binding. You will now loose, you will now get loose.
Okay. Back in 2016, we released the disc-bound holes die, and they work perfectly with that as well.
We have printouts that works with the disc-bound hole die, so you can make your own planner or make it a color swatch. This was the original idea of all my color swatches and color combo sets. It's all about the grids and having things down neatly stored. So if you missed the release, do check it out on the video linked right there. We can't wait to see what you'll create with these disc-bound products. That's it for our 2019 Tools and Stories releases. 3 of the products will be shipping today. That is the disc-bound products, and then the magnetic boards, and then the palette paper. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram for more inspirations, and hit the bell button so you can be notified for our new future videos.
Thanks again for joining us today.
We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.